Picture this. You're sitting on the couch. You start watching a movie, a TV show, or maybe just a few videos online. At first, you're not even hungry, but somehow, a few minutes later, you're reaching for chips, popcorn, cookies, or whatever happens to be nearby. And before you know it, the entire bag is gone. Sound familiar? If so, you're not alone. Millions of people snack while watching TV. In fact, many people find it difficult to watch something without eating something. So why does this happen? Why does watching TV seem to make us hungry? As it turns out, the answer has less to do with hunger and more to do with psychology. Let's start with attention. Normally, when you eat, your brain monitors how much food you're consuming. It tracks taste, portion size, and feelings of fullness. This process helps signal when you've had enough, but when you're watching TV, something changes. Your attention becomes focused on the screen, the show, the movie, the story, and because your brain is distracted, it pays less attention to the food. Psychologists call this distracted eating. Studies have found that people often eat significantly more when they're distracted compared to when they're eating without distractions. In simple terms, when you're focused on the TV, you become less aware of how much you're actually eating. But that's only part of the story. There's another powerful reason: habit. Think about how many times you've eaten while watching TV. Hundreds, maybe thousands. Over time, your brain starts linking the two activities together. TV becomes a cue, a trigger. The moment the screen turns on, your brain begins expecting food, even if you're not hungry. This is called associative learning. It's the same reason certain songs remind you of specific memories, or certain smells remind you of places. The brain loves creating connections, and for many people, TV and snacks have become inseparable. Then there's advertising, food commercials, restaurant ads, delivery apps, desserts, pizza, burgers. Even if you're not consciously paying attention, your brain is. Research consistently shows that seeing food can increase cravings. Simply looking at images of food activates reward systems inside the brain, and today's entertainment environments are filled with food cues. But perhaps the biggest factor is reward. Watching TV is enjoyable. Eating snacks is enjoyable. When you combine two rewarding experiences, the brain likes it even more. Psychologists sometimes call this reward stacking. You're essentially pairing pleasure with pleasure. The result? The experience feels more satisfying, which makes you want to repeat it again in the future, and again, and again. There's also something fascinating about foods commonly eaten while watching TV. Popcorn, chips, candy. They're often designed to be easy to eat without much effort. You don't need utensils. You don't need to stop watching. You simply reach into the bowl and continue. The convenience makes mindless eating even easier. And because the portions often come in large bags or containers, it's easy to lose track of how much you've consumed. Then there's emotion. People often watch TV to relax after stressful days. And many comfort foods provide temporary feelings of pleasure and relaxation. The combination creates a powerful routine. Stress relief plus entertainment plus snacks. The brain quickly learns to love the pattern. Perhaps the most surprising part is this. Most of the time, the desire to snack while watching TV has very little to do with actual hunger. It's often driven by habit, attention, environment, and psychology. Your stomach may be full, but your brain still wants the experience. So, the next time you find yourself reaching for snacks during a movie, remember, you may not actually be hungry. You may simply be responding to one of the strongest behavioral habits modern humans have developed. Because sometimes we're not eating because our bodies need food. We're eating because our brains have learned to expect it.